And welcome to another episode of This Call May Be Recorded. I am your host, Zach Garsad. I've also got with me Stephen Dale.
Hey, what's up, folks? It's awesome to be on here, to be hanging out with the Zach man. This guy's so awesome. I call him the Pro Zach because he makes me feel so great. Too much?
Hey, man, I'll let the audience decide. Stephen is the director of training at Power Selling Pros. Some of you may have had Stephen come to your office or train your team virtually. He is... He's been compared to Tony Robbins by people in the industry. I've heard that. I've seen testimonials where they say this guy's like Tony Robbins. So, Stephen, glad you're here with me today.
Now you're making me blush, Zach. You're making me blush. But I love this show every Friday at 12 o'clock Central Standard Time, 11 o'clock Mountain Standard Time. It is absolutely a lot of fun to listen to these calls. So what's our topic for today, Mr. Zach Attack?
Well, this Monday, I sent out an email to our subscribers. We call them our insiders, our PSP insiders, about what you should call your dispatch fee. It's kind of a trick. It's kind of a trick subject line because you shouldn't call it your dispatch fee. You shouldn't even use the word fee. Fee is the F word in customer service and sales, folks. If you use the word fee, that customer's immediately cringing a little bit, like, oh, fee. I don't want to pay fees.
No one likes to pay fees, man. I saw that email and it was genius. I love that Twitter you're probably going to share about. You know, here's what the concert ticket cost, but then you got a value fee, an access fee, a paperless transition fee, a fee, a fee-fi-fo-fum fee, and because we can fee. It was a whole list of stuff.
Yeah, what you gonna do? Not go fee? What are you gonna?
What you gonna do? Not go fee? Yeah, anytime it's fee, everyone knows what that is. It's an added cost. So I agree. Stay away from that F word, fee.
Customers hate fees so much. Hey, we got some people coming in from FH Fur.
All right.
Conversation with those guys this week. Excited about that. What's up, Nicole? Welcome. Yeah, by the way, hit the comments. Let us know where you're tuning in from today. Yeah, customers hate the word fee so much that some companies advertise there are no hidden fees, as if that should not be a basic requirement for doing business. Like, no hidden fees. Like, oh, I'm glad you had to advertise that because that should literally be, the expectation anyway.
Yeah.
The worst thing I hear CSRs say about their fee, though, is it's going to be $89 for us to come out. I mean, my heavens, I've ranted on this before. It's going to be $89 for us to come out, Mr. Jones.
To just come out, how about I do this for you, Mr. Zach? How about I call an Uber? I'll have them come pick you up, drop you off at my house, and that'll be less than $89 for you to come out.
Yeah, I'm not paying $89 for anyone to come out to my house. But that's what so many contractors make it sound like. And we wonder why customers complain about the price after. We wonder why the customer calls us and says, what am I paying $500 for here? I could get this part on Amazon for $30.
Ooh,
gosh. This is not a mystery, folks. It's not a problem with the customer either. I hear a lot of contractors say, gosh, well, we gotta weed out those customers anyway. That's why we have $89 to come out, is so we can get rid of the cheap ones. The cheap ones. It's not that they're cheap. It's that you have not communicated any value to them. Everyone's cheap if there's no value. If there's nothing in it for them, you're cheap if you don't see any value in it. You've got to build value for the customer. If you want to sift out the cheap customers from the good customers, build value. Let them know what you can really do. And if you communicate value and then they say no, then maybe you can feel confident about that, right? But you still got to remember the fact that if they hang up on you, they're going to call someone else and get the same thing. And eventually they're going to book with somebody.
Yeah, it's, I agree, Zach, staying away from the fee word, and I even like using action words. If I were to throw some out there, I'd be like, we're going to be doing an evaluation or an assessment. We're going to perform work, do an inspection. But the truth of the matter is, it's all about the V word. It's about the value. I would say people are willing to pay for it, but unless there's no value, like you said, what's in it for me? It feels like $89, $129 for you to come out. What's
That's right.
included in that?
Yeah. What am I getting for that?
Ugh.
My favorite definition of value I ever heard is value is the difference between the expected price and the actual price.
Ooh.
So if I go to Target, right, and if I go into Target, like I'm not walking out of there without having spent some money, pretty much, right? But if I go into Target and I see a pair of shoes that I really like, the human inclination is to immediately start doing math in your head. And you start to guess how much are those shoes going to be? $89, $80. And then you look at the price tag. And if the price is lower than what you thought it would be, there's value there. I thought based on the presentation, based on the marketing, based on all that, I thought that would be an $80 pair of shoes. It's only $60 value. I just bought some shoes. On the other hand, if everything leading up to the price made me think those are probably like what, $40, $30 shoes, and then they turn out to be 80, lack of value. So when you're on the phone with your customer, if everything leading up to that price communicates value, then when you tell them to have them come out and do all that, it's only $89. They're thinking, wow, that's terrific based on all the value you've given me so far. But if you start the first 20 seconds of the phone call by saying, yeah, we have an $89 trip charge. That's for the technician to come out there. Where are you located? You've given me absolutely no reason whatsoever to care about your value at all. All I have is skepticism now because you led with $89. You hadn't even built value first. My anticipated price was $0, and you just went way up here. So of course the customer is going to be unhappy.
One of the things that you said in that article is you said a value statement gets to why your customer should trust you, not what they have to pay for. Right. I mean, the truth is there's some people on this call that own a Snuggie. And well, you know who you are. And we're not judging. But look, it's the Snuggie. They didn't lead with only $18.95 plus shipping and handling. Must be made to over MasterCard and Visa next. But they built the value. They built so much value. But at the end of that infomercial, you're like, oh my goodness, I got to get the Snuggie. But wait, there's more.
There's more. Yeah, you build value first. You build value leading up to the price. If you lead with the price, or worse yet, say it's $89 for us to come out, of course the customer is going to say no. Of course they're going to give you an objection. It's not their fault. It's not that they're cheap. It's that you failed to build value, and that's the harsh truth of the matter. Now, all that said, today we're going to listen to some real phone calls from some real folks. We're going to listen to some real phone calls of CSR's building value today. We're going to show you what it should sound like to present your fee. Ooh, that word, fee, to the customer. All right. Hit the comment section. You guys ready to listen to some calls? We got Frida. Welcome, Frida. It's good to see you. All right, here we go. Call number one.
2 to 5, and then I'm going to be sending out our technician, great technician, back for our company business of 38 years. He is going to give you that call, and then when he gets to the home, comes to the diagnosis, so we'll figure out for sure why it's making that loud squeaking. He'll present you with a full quote at that time. That's any parts and labor. $99 service call for us to come out, but we always waive it upon any repair, and we will always back that up with our 90-day guarantee warranty with our repairs as well. So he'll take good care of you. And if you've got any other questions for him, whether it's the repair or you want to know something else about the dryer or be any helpful hints, please ask them. They are great about answering those questions.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, what did you think of that one?
Well, there's a few little things that I thought. She said you're going to have a great technician. They got like 38 years. So she's building value on the person that's actually going to be coming out there, right?
Yeah.
So that was at the beginning. One extra thing that I really liked at the very end was she gave a little something extra, like, hey, by the way, while he's there, if you have any other items or any things you need some tips or tricks, be sure to ask him. He's absolutely amazing. So it started right there. And it went really well at the end. There was a few things in between. I'll let you talk about those.
Yeah, it was pretty good. It was pretty good. I might have. I'm never a huge fan of when you sandwich the dollar amount
Mm-hmm.
in between value statements. I think you should put all the value first and put the dollar amount at the end.
Yeah.
Because she kind of built some value, said it was $99 service call, and then she built some more value. Put the dollar amount after all that. Because then my favorite thing to say is, and to have him come out and do all of that, it's only $99. And with that, Mr. Jones, you're all set.
Yeah.
You might bring some closure to it with you're all set.
Yeah. I love that building the value, deliver that price at the very end. And then the ending is you're all set, Mr. Jones.
Yeah. You're all set. Just make a lot of CSRs. They present that price and then they pause.
Yeah.
It's 90, and to have them do that, it's $99. And then the customer's like, okay, I'll call you back. Or, okay, so what does that cover? Or, oh, can you not give me a full price over the phone? Or, oh, so I can't get an estimate over the phone? And then the customer starts asking these questions that we want the customer to be able to ask whatever they please. But sometimes customers ask questions not because they're genuinely curious, but rather because they feel uncomfortable and they want to fill the silence.
Ooh, good point.
So try to eliminate some of that silence. Lauren, welcome. Glad you're
Lauren,
here.
you're all set.
Loving that profile pic. Looks like a happy wedding day there. Let's look at some more calls. And just for the record, everybody, we don't listen to these calls before the show. We're just as surprised as you are. I just ask our quality assurance team to send me calls. So some of these might be good, some of these might not be so good. Let's go to another call here. Wait, hold on. First, Lisa says, I disagree. She ended strong with a positive for that $99. I'd want to hear that before the end pitch. Okay. All right. Great point, Lisa. I think that speaks to every customer's different. CSR's well, have you ever heard that quote from Picasso? Learn the rules like a pro so you can break them like an artist.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
So I love it. Not one size fits all. I love that.
That's right. All right, here we go.
Sure, I get the company name right. I'm going to be Elite Systems.
That sounds like a role play call.
Thank you for choosing.
Here we go.
1915. I know that when we bought the home a few years ago, they had the compressor replaced and stuff. So I want to say it's obviously more like 5 years old or so.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and put that in there as well. That's definitely some helpful information for the technician. So let me just go over our diagnostic services as well as a little bit about us. So first, we do send out only highly trained technicians to your home, all of which are drug tested and background checked. And before he does anything, he's going to be upfront, introducing himself, and he's going to kind of go over with you what's going on in comparison to what I put here in the notes. And then he will be completely going through the entire comfort system. That is both the indoor and the outdoor unit, as well as he will also be just taking a quick peek at your ductwork, just ensuring, there's no rips, tears, animal damage, anything along those lines that could be potentially contributing to the problem. And then we usually expect the equipment time to take between 60 to 90 minutes, as well as we do offer you a 100% satisfaction guarantee on everything we do in your home. So we do want to make sure you're 100% satisfied with our services. We do have a diagnostic fee of $129 plus tax, which is due at time of service. That's for the diagnostic itself, time for travel. And we do take cash, check, or credit card on that. Was that something you were wanting to set up?
Okay. What did you think of that one?
Again, well, she did use one of my words that I'm not a fan of. When he's given her about the compressor replaced 5 years ago, she goes, okay. I think he's looking for some sort of acknowledgement, even if it was a rephrasing or something, but just an acknowledgement of, okay, but that's just me. But she did talk about the diagnostic, highly trained. She really clarified what they're going to be performing, indoor, outdoor. They're going to peek at the ductwork, make sure everything's good. She gave me a really good time estimate. It's normally about 60 to 90 minutes. She did talk about the 100% satisfaction guarantee. I would have liked, before she gave the 129 plus tax, I would have loved to have said, and for all of that, it's only, right?
Yeah. That's what I'm going for too. because she built value really effectively, I thought.
Yeah.
There was a lot of great value there, actually. Helping the customer visualize the service.
Yeah.
And then at the end, when we say there is a diagnostic fee of $129 that covers the time and gas, it almost makes it sound like that $129 fee is separate from everything you just explained to me. But it's not. And let the customer know that everything you just described is what they're paying for.
Yeah.
That's the value. They're not paying for time and gas, right? They don't value your time yet. They don't care about your time yet. Let them know. I'm going to have the technician do all that. It's $129. That also includes the time that he spends in addition to all that work and the gas for coming out and traveling there. Put it all together, all of it. It's like on invoices, right? No technician should submit a one-line invoice. You should take credit for literally every single thing you did. You should let the customer know in detail what is there. Otherwise, they're going to look at that invoice and go, well, what the heck? $600 for one line? What?
That's a
And
great
it's
point.
not worth that much. It's that you didn't show them. They don't know any better.
Yeah, a technician really needs to give a story of exactly what they did. If you put on an invoice, cleaned coil, $1,500, and I get home and I'm like, honey, what did they do? Cleaned coil, $1,500. Cleaned coil? I could have done that with bleach maybe. Tell me that story. Tell me what you had to do. Build that value.
Build value. Build value. I'm doing my yard right now. I feel like I've been saying that for 18 months. I'm doing my yard right now. I feel like I've been working on my yard for a year and a half here. But the landscaper comes out, and this guy's pretty good, but I feel like I have to work way too hard to ask him to tell me everything that's going on. I feel like I have to work way too hard when he comes and says, hey, to get these rocks in the front yard, it's going to be $700. And I'm like, there's only 30 feet by 4 feet there. Like $700 for what? And so I've got to bring it out of him, and then I learn by inquiring that there's an hour and a half drive for him to go to the place where the rocks are and get them. And then there's the fees he has to pay there to pick them up and bring his truck on their property. There's the cost of the actual rocks themselves. There's the weed barrier. There's all the stuff that goes into it. Once I understand that as a customer, I'm okay with it. I understand. But if all you say is $700 for the rocks, that's when I'm like, what? Well, I don't understand. So the customers are not educated about our space. They don't understand what it takes to get the end result. So we've got to help them understand. We've got to show them that. We've got to walk them through those details.
Yeah, I agree. I think because we do this every day, we just expect everybody else knows we're going to send out a certified technician. They're going to take a look at the scope of the work, determine what needs to be done, get a price before you start. They just assume everybody knows that because I do this every day.
Yeah.
But your homeowner is not having a service call in the plumbing and heating and air world every day. This is something you think about.
Yeah. It's kind of like when a customer calls and they say, I'm just looking for quotes. And the company, the CSR will say, oh, they were just looking for quote. You really think the customer woke up today and was like, I'm really curious what the local HVAC company charges? Nobody's just curious. Nobody's just looking for quotes. They're searching for a solution. They've got a problem.
Yeah.
They're not just looking for your, they're not just looking to see how much you charge, like they say. Oh, I'm just shopping around. No, I'm looking for a solution. I'm looking for someone to help me. I'm looking for help. It's a cry for help, but it's disguised. I'm just shopping around. Yeah, I've got water leaking from my ceiling, and there's an inch on the ground, but I'm just looking for quotes.
I would say everybody that's calling in, there's a reason they're calling in. It is my position to figure out what is going on, right? You're right, Zach. No one's sitting on the couch right now going, hey, man, what do you think it costs for a condenser fan motor? Dude, I don't know. Let's start calling around, right? Maybe in Colorado, but nowhere else, right? So even someone calling in like, hey, I'm just looking for a ballpark price on a 3-ton system. Look, man, they're calling you for a reason, right? Something's going on. They're not just kicking the tires. Here's the example. You know why I don't call Discount Tire and say, hey, what do you guys charge for a 2012 Nissan Sentra, a set of tires? You know why I don't make that call? Because I don't own a 2012 Nissan Sentra, right? It doesn't make sense. When people reach out to you, they are truly looking for solutions to whatever pain point they have.
That's right.
Okay.
Let's look at another phone call.
All right.
Okay, I'm going to put you on the board for this evening. Our techs run till about 9 o'clock at night. What will happen is we'll be sending out a trained certified technician to your home, John. He's insured. He's backed by our company. We've been in business for over 30 years, so you're in great hands. He'll come out with a fully stocked truck, so if there's anything else he needs to get that run open for you, we'll have available to him. We are running a promotion right now to Snake from One Access Point. It's $99. Would you be paying him cash, credit card, or debit card today?
Okay, I absolutely love that. I absolutely love that because at the very end, she pitches the $99, but then she doesn't stop. She has this assumptive posture where she says, "Will you be paying that by cash, credit card?" Like she doesn't. It's not an if. It's not. Are you okay with that? It's just. And for all that value I just described, we have a promotion going for $99. Will you be paying for cash, credit card? It's just, dude, we're doing this, right? We're gonna help you. We're gonna take care of this problem. I want to hear what the customer says next.
I could do credit or debit.
Look at that.
You can give him that information. I don't need that over the phone. And
Easy. That was simple too. That was only 30 seconds.
It was. How did you want to take care of it? Yeah, we accept all major credit cards, check or cash.
Yeah, I read what's this book? I have this book that I use sometimes for training. It's called The Very, Very Powerful, Very Little but Very Powerful Book on Closing. And he talks a lot about it's a really tiny book. It's like really brilliant actually. But he talks about being assumptive, right? You want to approach it with a when would you like us to come out? How will you be paying attitude? Not, are you okay with that? Is that all right? Are we good? Are we good there? What's going on? It's so when would you like us to come out?
Yeah.
It's $99. How would you like to pay? Assume the customer's ready because again, they need your help.
Yeah, they called you for a reason. There's no reason to end it with, is that okay? No. Great, you're all set.
That was a great build value statement. I thought that might be the best one we've listened to so far. Assuming the sale is strong. I wish I knew who this SB person is.
Yeah. Always assume the sell. They called you for a reason, man. They are going to book with someone. You'd rather than book with you. Build that value. And
right.
Absolutely.
That's the biggest thing right there is if the customer hangs up on you, what's going to happen? We're going to call somebody else.
Want someone else.
And do you really think it's going to be that different of an experience from a price and service standpoint? I mean, I'm all for being unique as a company, but seriously, if I call 5 contractors in my area, the odds of one contractor being dramatically different on price and service than the others is not that high. It's going to be about the same service, especially from a customer standpoint. You know, as a contractor, you might be saying, no, we are very different from our competition. We do things way better than them. But customers don't know that. Customers literally don't even notice those little things that you do. And so for them, they call you, hang up, call someone else, hang up, call someone else, hang up. You are $89, they're $99, they're $79, they're $129. The difference there is not so much to really be the reason the customer chooses one contractor over the others. Eventually, they're going to book with somebody.
Yeah.
They're going to give their loyalty to somebody. And you know who it's going to be? It's going to be either A, the company that treats them the best and builds the most value, or B, the company that was the last one they called and they were just sick and tired of calling around. And if you're that one, they won't remember you next time they have a problem.
You're right.
They're going to book with somebody. They might as well book with you.
Create that connection. I love it.
Let's listen to one more call. Here we go.
Good morning and welcome to Solutions. He gives you an
Sorry.
upfront prompt. Do that.
No, let's do this one.
No, I totally understand. I can, and that's why we're here for you. We're going to take special pride in our craftsmanship. We train, we employ, in fact, and you'll notice immediately in the attitude and integrity that they bring to our job sites. Our entire company works hard to make our experience with you guys hassle-free and enjoyable. We are actually, right now celebrating, thankfully, our 50-year anniversary this year. So we're gonna stand behind our work no matter what.
That was really good. I didn't. I wish we had the whole call there. We only have a snippet of it, but I really liked that.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to play that again because there's something I noticed here.
No, I totally understand. I can, and that's why we're here
Look at the tone of voice.
for you. We're going to take special pride in our craftsmanship. We train.
Our craftsmanship. How many CSRs use the word craftsmanship to describe what their technicians do?
He said, we're here for you. We take pride in our craftsmanship. And he's about to tell them why, which is the 50-year anniversary.
We employ, in fact, and you'll notice immediately in the attitude and integrity that they bring to our job.
Attitude and integrity.
Our
How many CSRs talk about attitude and integrity about their
You can see that in the attitude and the integrity that they bring to the job.
Yeah, you never hear that.
company works hard to make our experience with you guys hassle-free and enjoyable.
Hassle-free and
We are
enjoyable.
actually, right now celebrating, thankfully, our 50-year anniversary this year. So we're
Man.
gonna stand behind our work no matter what.
That is a great call, man. That is fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Like, how could you not smile if you're a customer hearing that come out of that guy's mouth?
I would say a difference between this one and some of the others we heard. Some of the others may have sounded a little bit scripty. We're going to send out a certified technician. They're going to do this. His was very believable. I would say the painted picture was worth 1,000 words. Great job. Who is this SB? We got to give a high five to SB.
This mystery person who's commenting on our.
But it's believable because it's coming from inside when he says things like attitude and integrity, and we take pride in our craftsmanship.
Yeah, absolutely love that. Absolutely love that.
Painted the picture.
There's one more call that I want to play, a call I've heard before. Have you ever heard the call, Stephen, where the CSR builds value and at the end the customer says, well, gosh, send him out here. Get him out here. Have you heard that call?
It's been a while. I have.
Oh, I wish I knew. I wish I knew where that call was. We've got, as you guys can imagine, we're a CSR training company. We've got more. We're drowning in phone calls over here. So,
When I think about communicating value, I think about, we're talking about whether it's our technicians or our service professionals. In this case, we take pride in our craftsmanship, right? We talk about our company. We've been in business for over 50 years. We're celebrating our 50th year, man. Maybe we talk about our truck. We come out with most common parts to take care of most common issues. We talk about the inspection. What is it going to look like to do the scope of the work? We talk about the consultation. Once we discover what's going on, we're going to go over some options together with you. And of course, with your approval, we'll get this taken care of in a timely manner.
that's right.
You're hitting on some things. And I would say this, Zach, when I'm looking at value, I'm not looking at it from a script. I'm looking at it from what was important to them.
What do they need to hear?
What do they need to hear?
Yeah.
So,
What does a customer need to hear? I got two last things and we'll wrap up here, but I learned something really interesting this week about when you're communicating the value of your company. We have a tendency to use I, we, me statements, like we send out a fully licensed technician and a fully stocked truck. And I'm really excited to get you on the schedule, or I've got you booked. But what if you switched it to be more you focused language? So you've got a licensed technician coming your way with a fully stocked truck to your home. You're all set on the schedule for 2:00 today. You're going to get an in-home consultation where the technician is going to walk you through all your options. If you take all the places where you're tempted to say I, me, and we, and flip them to say you, and instead focus on what the customer gets, not what you're giving. Think about how that changes the experience a little bit, right? I'm going to send a technician versus you're going to get a visit from a technician this afternoon. It's a powerful difference there.
You're going to receive a consultation. Your technician will go over options with you, with your approval. I would love to see, is anyone going to try that this week or next week? instead of changing that I or the we. And let me tell you what we're going to do for you.
Let me tell you what you're going to get.
Yeah.
Let me tell you what you're about to receive, Mr. Jones.
Oh, do
Yeah.
tell.
Let me tell you what you're going to get. I got one more call I want to play. Really, really brief call to illustrate what I think is the last most important part of building value.
Thank you for calling.
Let's go to the end here.
I need you started.
Right here. Okay.
Okay, hold on a second. You know, I mean, you were just like, okay, well, I need you started. And you started to read the entire quote.
Yeah. Okay. So what I'm about to play for you guys, this call I have heard before. This is a compliment call. This is a CSR who absolutely wowed the customer. Listen to how the customer describes the way the CSR treated her.
Well, it's I get it scheduled for you. That's not a problem. I really appreciate that. You just made my day. I just want you to know that. Well, it's absolutely true. In fact, yesterday when I said to the car, can you just, give me the quote, and you started to read the entire quote, I was like, no. I just want a number. But you didn't you weren't like, okay, hold on a second. You were just like, okay, well, I need you started. And you are absolutely an example of good customer service, and I know what I'm talking about. So thank you for being so professional. No, thank you.
Love that.
It's
Look at the
and your response. Hey, how's it going, Kelly?
yeah, and listen to this part.
You are so cheerful. I got to tell you, I've worked in a lot of companies, small and large. I've been the office manager. I've been the one answering the phone, and your greeting and your response to everything I've asked and said has been the main catalyst for me telling my husband, I want to go with swimming. And then when Aaron...
Your attitude has been the main catalyst for me telling my husband I want to go to this company. I mean...
And if you finish that call, the next phrase she says is, even though your price was higher.
Oh, yeah, let me go there.
It was so nice and so wonderful. Even though the price is higher than we wanted to pay.
Okay, there you go.
Give me something accurate.
Perfect.
Tell me how the world's going to end.
Love it.
The things is, I love one of the call before that. She said, "Oh my goodness, you made my day."
Yeah.
I made her day.
The CSR from the contracting company made her day. That's how it goes. The CSR is the first impression, man.
Oof.
You might be, with a positive attitude, some genuine listening skills, and communicating value, you genuinely might be the most pleasant person that customer talks to today. It's powerful. So the last lesson there is, even if you have the right scripting, even if you communicate the value with words, let your tone, let your attitude add to it.
Ooh.
Because oftentimes that is the differentiator right there. Look at some of that. Competing on experience. Well done. Beautiful call. Look at that. Wow experience. Yeah, good stuff there. All right, everybody. That is all for today. Real quick, I would be remiss if I didn't invite you to go to powerslidingpros.com, get a free training sample if you have not done so already. Go to powerslidingpros.com, get a free training sample. If we are not currently training your call handling team, we'd like to. We believe we can help you. In fact, we can help you, as you can hear on these phone calls. This is what we do. Over 1,000 people in the program right now, and we'd love to work with you and train your call handling team as well. Anything you want to add, Stephen, before we jump off?
No, but I'm so grateful for this opportunity. Remember, the CSR, you are the voice of the company. You are the director of first impression. You have an opportunity to build into that customer and make their day. Don't take it lightly. Embrace it. Todd, okay.
Thanks, Todd. All right. We'll see you, everybody.
All right. Bye.